There are no easy romantic relationships. As a matter of fact, lots of them don't last forever. For one to last, both parties must be committed and willing to work at it. After all, love isn't all sunshine and rainbows. It certainly isn't as easy as the movies make it out to be. Far from it, actually. So why do the majority of romantic partnerships end with the two people parting ways? There are endless reasons. Some are natural ones like differing goals, and others are avoidable like lack of trust. Understanding these reasons can help you spot the red flags early on and maybe do something to make things work. Continue watching to learn about some of the major reasons couples don't stay together. Number 1. Lack of trust. One of the most damaging impediments in a relationship is when there are trust issues. Without trust, a relationship also lacks two things that are keeping its bond strong: safety and security. Both partners should feel that the other one has their back, rain or shine. For instance, if you cannot count on your partner to keep his or her promise to take you out for an anniversary dinner, then your relationship's foundation weakens. As such, your relationship struggles to grow and be stable. Trust issues can manifest in many ways, such as lack of emotional support, jealousy, possessiveness, lack of reliability, and infidelity of any form. One of the top reasons people go to couples therapy is to try and fix the mistrust within their relationships. Real quick, hit that like button and let's get back into it. Number 2. Poor communication. According to several studies, poor communication or lack thereof is one of the main reasons for breakup and divorce. Like trust, communication is another major pillar of a relationship. It's like the fuel that keeps your relationship burning. The thing is, many of us weren't trained growing up on how to communicate well with others in the first place. Such communication skills follow us into adulthood, which can lead to frequent misunderstandings with others, including our partners. In addition, people often assume what their partners are thinking. Because of this, arguments and misunderstandings start taking root. Sooner or later, it'll lead to contempt. And as long as there's contempt, there's no respect. And a relationship without respect would never survive. Another reason relationships fail is because of incompatibility. More about this next. Number 3. Compatibility issues. During the early stages of a relationship, everything is new and exciting. And unknowingly, many of those in a relationship shrug off the fact that they have nothing in common with their beau. But what happens when the novelty wears off and being in a relationship becomes a routine? The parties involved then start noticing their glaring incompatibility with each other. It could be that one is a homebody and the other is an adventurous soul. Maybe one is Catholic and the other is Jewish. If your outlook on life, personalities, and characters don't mesh, then it can be extremely bothersome to spend time with each other. And later on, it'll only just cause major issues in your relationship. So if you have compatibility problems, then odds are it's gonna end up with the two of you drifting away from each other and ultimately breaking things off. Number 4. Narcissism. Being selfish is bad, but you know what's even worse? Being a narcissist. Narcissism is an extreme form of selfishness. Sure, all of us have become selfish at some point in our lives. However, narcissists are selfish 24/7 and never think about others. They have an inflated sense of self-importance and a strong need to be admired. They also lack any type of empathy. As such, when a partner is a narcissist, then he or she has never shown true intimacy in his or her relationship. In fact, they may already be doing some mental and emotional games or abuse, thus resulting in terrible relationships. Generally speaking, if a person is a master at emotional manipulation, then he or she is a narcissist. There's no fixing a relationship marked by narcissism. The only thing left to do is for the innocent party to get out of it fast. Number 5. Relational abuse. Abuse comes in many forms, including emotional, mental, and physical abuse. It becomes relational abuse when there's repeated mistreatment of an individual. Relationships are supposed to make you feel loved. It should be another safe place for you to fall to aside from your family. For some people, it's the only supposed safe place for them. But if it has become a hell on earth for you, then it's no longer a healthy relationship. It's no wonder abuse is one of the top reasons why some relationships never work out. Everyone moves through life at different speeds. Similarly, everyone has different goals in life. But as a couple, there has to be a point where you should meet. Here's how having contrasting goals and priorities can be another reason why relationships fail. Number 6. Differing goals. Life goals can change the entire trajectory of a relationship. No matter how much you click with each other, to stay together for a long time, both people need to move in the same direction. For example, your motivation may be to travel every chance you get, whereas your partner prefers to be close to their family. It can be that his or her goal is to start a family, but you aren't ready yet or maybe never. It's why it's crucial to lay out your expectations and goals in life before truly cementing your relationship. If you want your relationship to work long-term, you must find a person who has priorities that align with your own. Don't enter into a relationship thinking that you can change your partner's mind later on about getting married or having kids. Number 7. Staleness and growing apart. Another major reason a relationship fails is that you've simply outgrown one another. The person you met 10 years ago can be quite different from what they are today. The passion and excitement that was there many years before might have been gone now. Instead of enthusiastically talking about your hopes and dreams, your conversations are about bills. Ruts are normal, but they don't have to be permanent. This isn't always an issue. Some can make it back together because their love is so strong. Others, however, truly grow apart and develop different interests, priorities, and goals. Consequently, this can mark the end of their relationships since they're no longer compatible. Number 8. Financial issues. Unfortunately, the longer a romantic relationship is, the higher the likelihood of financial incompatibility. In fact, based on research, money differences are one of the main reasons for marital dissolution. You could be a spender and your partner could be a saver. How both of you handle money can be a cause of conflict, especially when you're opposites when it comes to financial habits. Moreover, financial problems and disputes can cause stress, so much so that all parties involved can become irritable, irrational, and hostile. Such volatile and negative behaviors can slowly be a relationship's downfall. Maintaining a relationship is hard, and if you throw cheating into the mix, then it's gonna be one heck of a disaster. Let's talk further about this next. Number 9. Unfaithfulness. Cheating is the ultimate destroyer and one of the most common reasons why relationships crumble to pieces. More often than not, it is an unforgivable offense to many people. Being unfaithful is beyond just being physically intimate with others. Lots of opportunities open up to people emotionally cheating on their partners as well. And needless to say, it's hard being cheated on. It can cause a huge emotional scar in you that you choose to walk away from the relationship. After all, once trust has been broken, it's hard, if not impossible, to repair it. Number 10. Non-acceptance. Inevitably, your partner will have traits that irritate you or beliefs that are opposite to yours. The same is true in your case. If so, then you should learn to understand and relate to such differences if you want your relationship to endure. For example, if your partner has unhealthy eating habits and you're a health-conscious person, then it may frustrate you. You may even try to change him. But if you do this, your partner may get angry. What's more, he may even resent you for not accepting his ways. Over time, the mutual frustration and resentment can lead to arguments that would eventually be the catalyst to ending your relationship. Accept and understand your partner instead of judging him. You might find out that his eating habits stemmed from his childhood. Have you ever thought of how nice it would be to be able to read someone's mind? If you can, then some of those problems would have been solved. Click here to know how you can read anyone like a book.